Hey everyone, welcome to Yoga Moments. I'm Janice and today we have a chair flow for self-care. So for those of you who prefer yoga in the chair, we make sure that we always do some videos so that you guys can rock out some yoga. And today it is a good one. It is slow and sweet. No props needed, so grab a chair, find a seat, and we'll hop right in. So immediately, I'm going to bring my sit bones just to the edge of the chair, just so I feel supported, and my feet are going to come hip width apart. I'm going to find this nice long spine, so my pelvis, I'm going to rock forward until it's tipping straight up, and then I'm going to lift up from the pelvic floor, draw the navel in and up. You guys know what to do. Lift your heart. You might close your eyes here. And bring your hands to your heart. So just find this moment of stillness, whatever's been going on in your day or your week or your month or your life. We're going to find just a moment of pause. Find your breath. Find some places to soften. It might be your eyes, your forehead, your jaw, shoulders. So really finding the support up through the front body, grounding through the back. So your heart is right over top of your pelvis. And then finding that softness and that ease with it. And setting down all those things that we have on our to-do list, knowing that they're going to be there even when we're done. We can pick them up if we need to. You might bow your head, set an intention for today's practice. And if that doesn't resonate, just bow your head, feel that stretch in the back of your neck. Should feel really good. We'll inhale, flutter our eyes open, release our arms to our side. And we're going to start with drawing circles with our nose. So inhaling to come up, exhale, round through. Keeping this nice long alignment, this nice support. And that support is something that we can practice always off the mat. So nobody knows if you're doing it, but you know, in the car, in the grocery store, at work. And when you're ready to go the opposite direction, go the opposite direction. So just drawing circles with our nose. Imagine painting big circles, little circles. Synchronizing this with our breath. So exhaling down and through, inhaling to come up. And then we're going to come back to center. And we're going to take those circles all the way down into our spine. So inhaling here, reaching the heart forward, so leading with my heart always here. I'm going to keep both sit bones planted on my chair, and then I'm going to draw circles. So inhaling to come forward, exhaling to round through. I'm going to endeavor to the best of my ability to keep my shoulders away from my ears. So just exploring a little bit of motion here. And then when it feels good, we're going to go the other direction. So inhale to come forward, really rounding through. So pelvis is going to reach forward, navel reaches forward. When you come to the front, and then everything hugs to the spine, reaching back through, finding some new space, just warming up our torso, our spine. So a little bit of self-care here. We're going to take our arms nice and wide, plug our shoulders in, so shoulder blades come together, and then we're going to exhale. Give ourselves a great big hug here. Tuck your chin. You can round through the shoulders if that feels good. And just take a couple of steady breaths here. So nothing to do. Find something to enjoy in just this moment. And then trust in the next moment there'll be something else to enjoy. We're going to inhale, spread our wings, and then exhale, this time opposite arm on top. So coming into another hug and just letting yourself soften. Feel that little bit of squeeze, a little bit of self-love. Continuing to breathe. We'll inhale, open it up. I'm going to take my sit bones just to reset towards the edge of the chair. I'm going to plant my feet hip width apart, find this nice alignment. And from here, I'm going to inhale, raise my left knee. So this motion's coming more from my abdomen. Quads are working here too. And just lifting up, we'll reach the right hand up. And then, right elbow to left knee. Inhale, and then exhale down. This time the left hand will come up. Exhale. Squeeze your elbow and your knee together. Exhale down. Inhale, reach that right arm up. Exhale, lift the left knee. Squeeze together. Draw your navel in. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach the left hand. Exhale, left elbow to right knee. Really squeeze it in here. You might round just gently through the back. We'll inhale, reach the right hand up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Keep your toes flexed. Inhale all the way up, exhale down. Inhale, the left arm comes up, plug that left shoulder in. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. You got this. We'll do one more on each side. Follow your breath. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. You got this. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale down. Take the left hand all the way up. Plug that shoulder in. Exhale, lift that right knee. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release. So shake it out here. If there's anything that you need to reset or release, go for it. We're going to take the right arm up, plug our shoulder in, and then exhale over to the left side. So feeling a nice stretch in the right side body. And even though I'm here, you might scooch over in your chair just a bit. My left hand is on the chair, and I'm lifting up from all four sides of my body. So I'm not collapsing here to get this extra stretch, but I'm finding this integrity in this left side body. Finding my breath. Just exploring a couple of breaths here. Should feel really good. You might even turn, look up towards the sky. And then on your inhale, coming all the way up, releasing the right hand. You might feel the blood rush back into that right arm. And then we'll take the left arm up. Plug your shoulder in here. Thumbs are going to be back. Pinky's going to point forward. And then we'll exhale over to the right. So nice stretch in the left side body this time. See if you can keep your shoulders away from your ears. Reach up and over. Keep that integrity in the right side body. So holding it up, not collapsing. And then you might look up towards the sky. All right, well, inhale, come up. Exhale, release the arm. And I'm going to turn sideways. I'm going to plant my feet, and I'm going to take my arms behind me. So if your arms don't reach behind you, grab a towel, or it can be a hand towel, it can be a beach towel, whatever you need. If your hands do come behind you, you'll walk your hands, interlace the fingers, and you're going to reach down and away. So opening our heart here just a little bit. So making sure I've got this nice integrity. My heart is over top of my pelvis. My head is over top of my heart. My fingers are interlaced, shoulder blades squeezed together. You got this. And then I'm going to look a little bit up towards where the ceiling and the wall meet. And I'm just going to reach my hands down and away. So a little bit of a back bend. Breathe through this. These can be pretty intense, especially if you haven't done things like this before. So find your breath, find that ease. Know that you're creating a little more space, a little more grace. And we'll inhale, release the arms, shake out the shoulders. This time we're going to do it one more time. We're going to take the opposite thumb on top. So if your left thumb is normally on top, this time your right thumb goes on top. And same idea, we're going to find this nice integrity, this nice support through our torso. Heart is lifted, a little bit of engagement. There we go. And then we'll inhale, reach our hands down and away. So if you have to scooch back a little bit, go for it. Find your breath here. See if you can find a little bit of softness. If you feel your legs shaking or your torso shaking, if it feels bad, come back a little bit. If it feels good, stay there, take one more sweet breath. Know that the energy is moving all around you. And we'll exhale, release. So we're getting stronger, but we follow how we feel. So if we don't feel good in that, then we come back just a little bit. But if we feel good, we breathe and we find a little more space. So now we're going to take our arms out to the side, plug our shoulders in, and exhale, give yourself a hug. Find your breath here. Find some softness. We're going to inhale. This time, we're going to take our right foot and lift our knees. So, toes are active. You might rotate the foot just a little bit. Hug the knee in. And then we're going to take our right ankle over our left knee. So this is a seated pigeon variation. Good for stretching out those external hips and glutes. So right knee or right ankle's over our left knee. We're going to reach our heart forward. So similar to when we started. Heart's going to be forward, navel's drawing in and up. So I'm staying nice and long out of my pelvis. And you should feel a stretch in the external right hip. You might tuck your chin, get extra long in the back of the neck. Should feel really good. Shoulders come away from your ears. I'm going to inhale, come all the way up. Release the right leg. You might rotate it, shake it out, and then we'll reset. So this time we're going to hug our left knee in. You might rotate that ankle. If it snaps and cracks, you're not alone. And then when it feels good to you, we're going to take the left ankle over the right knee. So you might notice immediately that this side is different than the other side, and that's okay. No worries there. We're going to come to our appropriate edge here. So nice long spine, navel's drawing in and up, giving our front body that support. And then we're going to exhale, reach our heart forward, and just tuck our chin. So it should feel really good, nice long spine. The neck is just part of that. So breathe here. Take one more sweet breath, the biggest, sweetest breath you have taken all day. Let it out. We'll inhale, front body draws up. And we'll release our left leg. From here, we're going to do another hug. So plug your shoulders in or spread your wings out, wiggle your fingers. And this time, opposite arm on top. So if you remember, if not, no worries. Find a hug here. Give yourself a great big squeeze. Breathe in love. Breathe out love. All right, we're gonna inhale, release our arms, sit up nice and tall. You might notice your energy is just a little bit different than it was before. We're gonna wrap up with just a nice sweet spinal twist. It should feel really good. So right arm's going to come to the outside of my left thigh. Doesn't matter if it's at your hip, mid-thigh, knee, wherever feels good. Left arm is gonna come around behind. And we're just going to twist to our left. So shoulders come away from our ears. And I'm going to see if I can keep my hips square. So none of this like shifting, turning over. We're going to keep our hips nice and square. Inhale, nice and long. Exhale, let your twist deepen. Take some nice full breaths. Find a little bit of new space. A little more space for love today. And then we'll inhale to come up. Give ourselves just a pause here, back at center. Notice how your back feels. So just taking time to observe and be present. And then we'll take our left hand to the outside of our right thigh and swim our right arm behind us. So twisting to the right. Nice big full breath in. You might find a smile. You might find your breath. Inhale here, nice full breath. Come back to center and just notice how you feel now. So give yourself that second of pause to observe, to be present. I'm going to come into a nice seated posture, just Sukhasana for me. Whatever seated posture feels good to you, go for it. If it's just sitting up nice and tall, if it's actually laying down on the ground, go for it. We are going to settle into Shavasana here. And to end our sweet Shavasana for our little self-love practice today, I'm actually going to give myself one last hug. Nice little squeeze, and then I'm going to find places to soften here. So I invite you to stay here as long as you like. Enjoy it. Notice how you feel. And from my heart to yours, gang, Namaste.